Peace and blessings. Happy Thursday. I'm the Moon Mama. How are y'all doing today? Today is Thursday, like I said, and this is the day that Jupiter governs. Jupiter is currently at the 29th degree of Aquarius. So Jupiter is an energy that is about expansion. It's about blessings. It's faith. It's the energy that governs faith. So it's this. We always say wherever Jupiter is in your natal chart is where you have the most luck, where you have blessings, and you'll see things might happen more easily. Also, it can run excess. It's like Jupiter, people who do Jupiter in a more, like sort of say a negative way, because everything has a polarity. Jupiter in the negative would be excess and grandiosity and, just kind of losing touch with reality because of this extreme faith, right? So Jupiter is at the 29th degree of Aquarius, and Aquarius is the mind of God. It is this, how do I want to say Aquarius is? Aquarius is this visionary energy. It really is the vision that you see, like what in your mind, where are you going, who are you, and it's connected, and it's aligned in this way that who you're becoming. Like I always like to say, okay, when you're 2 years old, you don't know who you're going to be when you're 16, but it was always in you, right? When you're 16 years old, you don't know who you're going to be at 50, but it was always in you. So there's this aspect within us that's always in a state of becoming, right? And Jupiter in Aquarius, it's a blessedness. It's like you can't lose, right? Because ultimately, Jupiter in Aquarius is about your own idea of yourself. It's God's idea of you, right? But that's your own idea of yourself. You get that? God's idea of you is also your own idea of yourself. Because why? Because you and God are one. So Jupiter in Aquarius is the mind of God within you. It's like what you're here to be, what you're here to do. It's the thing that you can't fail at. It's the thing that's uniquely your path, your way, your gift, right? Nobody can do what you can do. Nobody can, nobody can beat your heart for you. Nobody can walk your path for you. Nobody can understand things in the way that you do. Your perspective is aligned only with you. It's your thing. It's this incredible thing you have, right? And so how the fuck are you going to use it? What are you doing with it? Because it's your connection to God. It's your vision. It's what you're here for. And so when you become conscious of it and really align yourself to the mind of God, because that's what Aquarius is. It's the mind of God. And one of the things that I have seen in my own life, we think so lowly of ourselves. We think so lowly of ourselves. And we dare not think ourselves God. We dare not. And that's too bad, because we should, because it's true. We are God. And what does that mean? God is the creator of all things. And guess what? You are the creator of all the things going on in your life right now. You created it, all of it, out of some idea or some feeling, some sensation. Whatever is happening in your world is your creation. From 0 to 7 years old, you created a pattern in your brain, in your nervous system, and you began generating your power, your creative power as God, and it continues to increase as you mature, but the question is, are you aware of it? Are you harnessing your emotional power? Are you aware of what you're here to do and what you're here to be? Are you even pursuing that? Are you understanding that there's something greater happening right now that is beyond you got to make money and you need this or whatever those things are? There's something deeper at work here. And then, are you committed to it? Are you devoted to what it is that that only you can do? Are you devoted to this purpose, right? This purpose, this mission, this vision, right? This power that is within you. And so Jupiter in Aquarius at the 29th degree is about moving on. Like, so but Jupiter's retrograde. So at this time, really, it's about looking within and really understanding, like I said, your divine identity, like who you're here to be. And because Saturn is in Aquarius right now, and the Sun is opposite Aquarius in Leo, this is an opportunity to step into royalty. But we got to really get clear about what royalty is, right? What is this thing that is, your identity around royalty, around your sovereignty, around your power? And it can be a complex idea or a complex question because we are in this Western world where we don't see ourselves as God. We don't see ourselves as royal. We've been given all these stories and notions about these experiences of divinity and royalty or power that don't include us. So you've got to include yourself in the story. You've got to determine what is royalty to you, what is divinity, what is God, how does it express, how do you live this out, right? Because you're here to live it out. So, with Jupiter in retrograde, it's determining, letting go of the things that would keep you from being royal, like letting go of the things that would keep you in servitude, right? In service to something other than your mission, in service to something other than your healing, in service to something, thank you, in service to something other than what you are divinely ordained to be and do, right? So all of that, like, you want to be committed to your becoming yourself, living into your identity, getting into your frequency. Because as we move into the age of Aquarius, this Aquarius is about your individuality. So it's really important for you to know who you are and what you're up to and what your frequency is and how you're it's a real thing. And the Western world has just convinced us that it's not. So we need to do the work, right? So the moon is in Cancer, and the moon in Cancer is our internal world, right? It's how we feel, right? And this is the thing about our feelings and, the internal world. So our feelings are driven by the power of the moon. Why? Because the moon pulls the water on the planet. And we are 70 to 80% water. And the water in our body, like, we are electricity. We really are light encased in matter, and our emotions, our feelings move the frequency through us, and then our feelings, we create images in our brain that then project what we have going on inside of us to the external reality. That's what's happening all the time. That's what I'm saying. You're creating your reality, right? So when you determine, whoever you determine that you are is who the universe is saying yes to, right? So you really need to understand, you need to master your inner world. You got to master your emotions, master your feelings, really understand what's going on inside of you. Why? Why do I feel this way? Why am I feeling this way with this person? What does this person bring up inside of me? What's this feeling I'm feeling? Oh, it's because your body is giving you signals that represent the reality that you're generating and creating. So you got to know yourself. And the more you question yourself and feel your feelings and question your lineage and question where you come from and question who your mama was and who your daddy was and really, because all of that had to happen to make you who you are. And we inherit 7 generations back of stuff, right? So you're in this time, redetermining who you are. So it requires forgiveness and giving thanks and all of that. But all of it is for the purpose of really stepping into your true identity. All of it is for the purpose of stepping into your true identity. So with that, today, Jupiter is your faith. It is profoundly significant for you to have faith in yourself and confidence. It is profoundly significant for you to know that you cannot fail. Failure is not possible. It really isn't. You know, we're living in a time when the world is really changing, and if we can begin to understand things in a less linear way, you know, this is a multi-dimensional universe, and so everything is happening simultaneously. It's so fucking crazy to say this shit out loud, but everything is happening simultaneously. So your success is already guaranteed. It's already happened. It's already there, especially if you are in pursuit of it, especially if that is what you deeply desire, right? So if you understand that you can't fail and your success is imminent, and all you need to get clear about is what's your contract with the universe, right? What the fuck are you here for, right? That's what your natal chart tells you. What are you up to, right? And it's not about it's not about what you're actually doing physically. It's about the energy behind it. Do you understand your energetic agreement? And then how will you express that? How will you fulfill that, right? So you cannot fail. Failure is not possible. And it doesn't mean it's easy. It doesn't mean it's easy. It's the hardest thing you'll ever do, but it's the best thing you'll ever do. So failure is not possible. You're here on a purpose and on a mission. This is the time on the planet when everything is changing. Our realities are shifting. The old is going away. It's happening more rapidly and internally. How is it going away? Because we're beginning to question all the things we've ever thought. We're questioning now. So the questioning, because this is a mental reality, the questioning starts to break down what we're experiencing. And because we're in a question, why am I doing this, right? What is this? So continue to do these things. Feel your feelings. Allow yourself to feel deeply within you, and then you'll feel like you'll begin to outpicture a new reality. All right, peace and blessings. I love y'all. I'm the Moon Mama. Okay, bye.